Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr.
5
Mason,
minutes.
Ms. Tregoning, and Mr. Lango. We have heard that there are numerous fees and discounts in the prescription drug supply chain that are calculated based on insulin prices. According to what I have read, you all have fees with your supply chain partners that are based on a percentage of the list price of insulin. Why are they structured this way? You're up first, Mr. Mason. Let's go. Time's running.
The PBMs kind of own the paper of the contracts, and that's what we have to work under.
All right. Mr. Lango?
It's the current system.
Agreed, it's the current system.
All right. Have any of your companies tried to negotiate flat fees with your supply chain partners?
Yes, we have.
We have tried a variety of different avenues with contracting.
But you have not been successful. Why?
No, our efforts were pushed away.
I think it's because it's the current system, and again, in this demand for rebates today.
Ms. Trigon?
Yes, again, it's the
So-
system under which we operate.
Other than just it's the system, what reasons did the other participants in the supply chain provide to justify a fee based on the list price of the medicine rather than a flat fee?
It's the current system. That's
Just the current system. Everybody agree with that? All right, because I move on. Mr. Moriarty, in the February 6th letter that we sent to CVS Health, we specifically asked CVS Health to list all the contractual terms in your existing contracts that are impacted by the list price of a medicine. CVS Health did not directly answer whether there were any fees charged by CVS that are calculated as a percentage of a list price. While reviewing the standard contract template commonly utilized between CVS Caremark and a health plan client for several lines of business that the committee received in response to a letter that we sent to CVS Health last August, we saw that there was a section in the template on disclosure of manufacturer fees that are disclosed that Caremark Part D services may also receive administrative fees from pharmaceutical companies that are based on a percentage of the list price of the medicine. It therefore appears as though CVS Health may use administrative fees that are based on a percentage of the list price of a medicine. This is correct, isn't it?
Congressman, over 98% of all the fees, rebates that we obtain across our services and 100% in Medicare go back to the plan sponsors.
That's not what your contract says. Your contract says you all can charge a 1% fee, an administrative fee, based on the price of the medicine. And the question that I have is, it doesn't cost your company any more to process a $4 drug than it does a $40,000 drug. Isn't that correct?
It represents the costs associated with that processing, sir.
Well, wouldn't it make more sense from a consumer standpoint that you came out and be more transparent, but that you came out with a flat fee and worked with these folks over here to come up with a flat fee? Because I understand in Part D on Medicare, you're just charging the 1%, but across the board, according to your information you sent us, you're charging 2% as a part of the rebate. You're getting 2% of that, and I don't know whether you're charging those folks an administrative fee or not, but wouldn't it make more sense just to have a flat fee for doing what y'all do?
If the flat fee represents what the current net pricing, the lowest pricing it is in the market, yes, we will do that.
You're willing to do a net, even if it costs your company some profit, you're willing to do a flat fee.
And here's the issue. I think what's been proposed before actually results in not lower costs, actually higher costs. If it results in lower costs, we will implement that.
I mean, because one of the problems we have is if you're not in one of the magic companies, you're paying the list price and you're not able to afford it, or you're paying the high deductible in order to get there because you haven't reached your deductible yet. And lots of people have opted for these plans, and so the consumer is having to pay that higher list price. They're not getting all those rebates all the time. And as a result of that, their net price has gone up substantially, and that's where we're hearing from our constituents who are having to pay that. And it just seems to me that it ought to be something that we all can look at. The whole system needs to be more transparent, and that you all ought to be paid for processing that prescription. Whether it's a $4 drug or a $40,000 drug, you ought to be charged a set standard fee that doesn't have the drug companies coming in here saying, we're raising our list price so they can get more. By the way, how many billions of dollars, or at least hundreds of millions of dollars, is represented by that 1 or 2%?
We pass back, as I said, over 98%, and we had disclosed publicly what the retained number is.
What's the dollar number?
The total number across is $300 million.
I yield back.
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy offered an article